TampaCoinGuy here, and I'm going to show you how I do some of my most basic coin restoration. Alright, a lot of you have been asking for a while now for me to do another video on this, so I thought I'd go ahead and throw it out there. Now, please keep in mind that typically I would do this in a bathroom with an exhaust fan on, or outside, something with a lot of ventilation, because the product we're using is basically sulfuric acid. I'm doing it with my desk setup just because it's easier than a bathroom. Also, I would typically rinse the coins while holding them in some plastic tweezers, tongs, pliers, whatever you want to call them, with a bottle of distilled water as opposed to just swishing it around in a bowl. And then I pat dry, right? So typically you're going to use distilled water, so that way you're not going to have to worry about getting mineral deposits or anything like that on the coins. So I've got a couple Morgans to show you, and then a couple coppers to show you why you never use this product on copper. Now, the product I use is eZest, easiest, however you want to call it. This can be found online, probably also at your local coin dealer. But I have put some in this silver dip container just because it's got a dipping basket in it. But for this purpose, I'll just be using my tongs to stick the coin in. Now, you never ever want to let the coin sit in there longer than 10 or 12 seconds. We're not diluting it or anything like that, so it's very potent, and you should get the kind of results you're looking for rather quickly. Also, I've already said you never do this on copper of any kind, and I've got a penny and this 10-cent piece from New Zealand, I think it was, that I found in a penny hunt or a nickel hunt, whichever it was. But I only typically do this on coins that are uncirculated. They don't have any other problems really other than toning. And these two Morgans I picked, as you can tell, one side is already blast white and actually on the edge of PL, but this other side has got some ugly toning on it, and believe it or not, both these Morgan dollars acquired this toning sitting on my desk with a piece of printer paper on top of it. I had been keeping track of stuff, put a piece of paper on it, and some months went by, and I'm left with this ugly toning. Now, unfortunately, this one, this 1882, actually had some pre-existing toning. You can see kind of some darker spots. And that's going to get taken off too in this process. But again, nearly proof-like, extremely high quality. Now, I know some of you out there are going to cringe and are going to be like, oh God, don't do it. But at no point are we rubbing the coins with anything abrasive, right? And that's kind of the trick to this. And you might need to take a little bit and do some practice with some junk silver, that kind of stuff. But it's fairly easy. You pat dry after you rinse. So I'm going to start with this 1886. I like to swish it around a little bit. All right, it's about 8 seconds. And voila. So you can see right there already in the water how much better that looks. It's pretty amazing, along with the smell being absolutely terrible because, again, it's mostly sulfuric acid. But I like to give it a swish around in here while I'm doing this for you. You can kind of see some of the dirt is dirtying up the water, the stuff that's coming off of it. But we will remove this from the water. And if you value your fingers, do not, I repeat, do not allow your bare skin to come into contact with the dip, because your fingers will not be happy after. So I also try to roll it along its edge, but as far as the surfaces, we are patting dry. Now look at that. World of difference. Now you can see this one, that toning may have been hiding a problem right here. So this may have been a clean coin. It's kind of got it's got almost like a contact mark, maybe, from like a wheel mark, maybe. But otherwise, I mean, see if I can get the cartwheel to show up on the camera. So this one may have actually been cleaned, and that toning was hiding it, but it's a night and day difference. And we'll go ahead and do this 1882. You can see even on the edges, there's a ton of toning. All right, it's about 9 seconds. And again, this stuff smells terrible. Please do it in a ventilated area. But you can kind of see the off-white color the water has gotten. So let's go ahead, take this guy out. Again, pat dry. Pat with a microfiber cloth. A clean microfiber cloth. All right. And again, look at that. It's just night and day difference. Good luster. Bright white. The reverse is definitely more a semi-PL than the obverse, but it's definitely an unk. Honestly, this one I'd probably call a 64, at least based off the cheek. And that's basically all there is to it. Now, obviously, with me shuffling it like this instead of pouring distilled water across it, there may be some residue on there, so we'll see how that goes. Now, I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, how can you do that? But I'm going to be honest with you. Each one of these coins I submitted has been conserved the same way. Clean grade. And this one's an 840 64 PO. This one's an 840 63 dimple, deep mirror proof like. And if you look close enough, you can actually see a spot of the toning, I think, is coming back right about there. Yeah, right on the S. But clean grades, not they were graded, not details, right? So, and then also this bane of my existence, 1921 64 plus Morgan. But they will clean grade if you do them right, and they are already good coins, right? So don't do this with cull unless you're just practicing, you know. Really, if you only do this if you're sure the coin is good. Unk looks pretty much blast white anyway, at least on one side. Otherwise, you could get some really mixed results, and it'll end up turning bad for you. Now, if you don't, I've practiced and practiced and practiced this, so if you try this like 1 or 2 times and then submit and it comes back clean, I mean, I can't help you there, right? So this is your mileage may vary. Now, I'm going to show you why you never use this solution on copper. And you can see what this, what is this, a 2019 looks like, pre-soak. And it fell off. All right. Sometimes that happens. All right. So you can see it cleaned it up, but it just does not look right. This is an uncirculated roll of 1960Ds. You can see what that red copper uncirculated color looks like. And this just doesn't look natural. I can tell that it's been cleaned. Like I said, I'd never do it to copper, only as a test. We'll do this foreign, since it's a foreign. All right. And again, you can see that one didn't even come totally clean. So you can end up with copper looking like this as well. So I definitely would not use it on anything but mint state silver if you're going to try to submit it. Again, that's if it's a good coin. So as you can tell, these Morgans look pretty fantastic for the most part. Hopefully I can get these cartwheels showing up, because it does cartwheel. Just I'm terrible at getting it on camera. But if you soak these any longer than like 12 seconds, you are going to start impacting the surfaces, and then it will come back cleaned. So please be careful about that as well. I've used this on 999 bars, 999 rounds. It will not get rid of milk spots. I can tell you that for sure. But your general toning and dirt, it will remove. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Like I said, normally I use a bottle of distilled water, and I hold the coin and pour it over it. But other than that, everything's the same. And then, of course, doing it in a well-ventilated area. So that'll wrap this video up. I just want to shout out to all my existing and new subscribers. I am super thankful for all your support. That's really appreciated. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll think about it. It's free. It really helps the channel. If you like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. As always, thanks for watching, and happy hunting.